What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Trucking with Trucker D. I'm Trucker D, and we're back at it again. So today, we are heading down to the Costco distribution center in Van Buren Township, Michigan, to deliver this load that we picked up over in Columbus, Ohio yesterday. Then we are heading over to the Cars Nut distribution and picking up a load that we're going to be taking down to Kentucky tomorrow. So, last video you seen, I was working on the turbo actuator, and I definitely have to say that one little repair definitely helped the performance of this truck, and I really feel like it improved our fuel mileage as well. So, it wasn't a complete waste of time. Now, we have our release valves, our trailer and our tractor release valves. It's all one big solid unit, and that's going to be our next repair on this thing. It's slowly leaking a little bit of air, and we just got to get it done. So that's our next task. But right now we're getting ready to head on out of here. It's about 8:50 in the morning. We got about an hour drive. Our appointment's at 11. And if it turns out to be anything like the drop-off at McLean Distribution Center down there in Findlay, Ohio, we're probably going to be sitting there for a little bit waiting, which I wish we had the part that we needed to fix this, because I just work on it right there. Yeah, we went down to Findlay. We got the McLean Distribution Center. Took the wife with me. Her and I spent the night down there in Ohio, and yeah, they messed up my plans completely. I was planning on getting down there early, and I did. And I was hoping to get loaded early, or unloaded early, and then head on down to Columbus, so we were 15 minutes from our pickup. Well, we got checked in down there at the McLean in Findlay, Ohio. Let me reiterate, McLean in Findlay, Ohio. That way anybody out there that makes a delivery to McLean in Findlay, Ohio, knows you're going to be sitting there for a minute. We got checked in at about 7:30, and that was after we arrived about 6:30. Had to turn back, go back down, set the truck stop for an hour, and then come back, because you can't be more than an hour early at the McLean Distribution Center in Findlay, Ohio. But anyways, we got checked in there at, it was about 7:30, got checked in. We didn't get a dock until about 8:45, and then we were done unloading at about 12 midnight, and then after that, we waited another 40 minutes for them to accept the com check for the lumpers that we had to pay, which that was $405 paid for by the broker, not us. So we didn't get out of there probably till about 1 in the morning. So me being out of time, I had personal conveyance back up to the truck stop, and yeah, that's where we ended up spending the night, and had to drive 2 hours down to Columbus the next morning. But we still managed to make our delivery on time, or make our pickup on time, and then we sat at that place for probably about 3 hours. So I'm starting to notice, and I mean, this is just a little bit of a notice, that these food distribution centers are they take a little bit to get you loaded and unloaded. So we'll probably be hanging out at Costco for a couple hours today, and yeah, we'll got some phone calls to make. We got a broker that still hasn't paid us from down in Missouri, so we got to make that phone call, and then we got to call our personal account, our personal credit card account, because we got a refund that went back on a card that we have canceled. So always got something going on, you know. But we're going to head on down the road and get over there to Costco and get this trailer unloaded. We got about 15,000 pounds worth of hippies, cheddar, popcorn, something or other, I don't know. It's all the way from the nose to the tail of the trailer. So, but yeah, like I said, we're going to head on down the road and we'll see you at Costco. Later. We made it to the Costco distribution center. It took us a little bit under an hour to get here. And thankfully we got here before our appointment time. An hour before our appointment time rather, because check this out. We are waiting in a big old line right now to get up to the actual entrance of the place. So yeah, as I suspected, we were going to be sitting here for a little while. You know, that's alright though. We really ain't got too busy of a day. You know, hopefully Cars Nuts will load me early if I do get out of here early. That's not supposed to be till 4 o'clock today that I pick up over there, and that's over in Madison Heights. Probably about another hour from here, if that. So yeah, well, that's what our day's going to be consistent of, it looks like. Yeah. Looks like we're moving a little bit. Yeah, this might go quicker than I'm expecting. We're moving a little bit at a time. Here comes the Costco. Ain't that some shit? The Costco trucks get to go past us. Feels like I'm over at McLean again. They had a lane for outside carriers, and then they had a lane for the McLean drivers. I mean, it makes sense. It just sucks. But that's trucking for you. Sometimes you just gotta hurry up and wait. So we're gonna sit in this line and try to get through here and hopefully get unloaded quicker than we're expecting. And hopefully they won't turn me away once I get up here because I'm too early. But from the reviews I was reading on Google Maps, they said early is good. So hopefully that works out for me. So we'll let you know how we'll let y'all know how it turns out, alright? We'll see y'all later. Well, for a little update, things are kind of going good so far. We've already got us in a dock 127, and it's 10:42. When you come into Costco, they give you one of these little things, and then you got to go and park. Once you park and you sit there and chill for a little bit, this thing starts flashing red and tells you what dock to go to. So we're docked, waiting to be unloaded here, and we got a red light. Check this out. Already got the red light. So once that goes green, we'll be done, and hopefully we can get over to Cars Nuts and get loaded early. If not, maybe we can head over to Freightliner and pick us up these knobs. I honestly kind of like to get them replaced before I head down to Kentucky tomorrow. Shouldn't take too long. Just gotta take the dash apart. You know, it is what it is. But I love working on this truck. That way I know things are done right. I'm still proud of myself. That turbo actuator is kind of a big deal to me. You know, I got that done. I notice I'm not blowing out as much black smoke as before when I'm taking off. Now I just gotta go get this stuff. It's called the Philborn Catalyst. It's made by Pittsburgh Power, and it's supposed to help your diesel engine burn cleaner, and it actually helps your emission systems. I'm not too worried about that because I don't have an emission system on here except for my EGR valve. But yeah, it should keep the soot levels down in my inside my engine as well. Eventually I'd like to get a diesel force cleaning done so I can you know, keep those soot particles will actually cause wear on your liners and whatnot. You know, the truck is a great running truck. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I got a question the other day about how or where I bought my truck. So for the answer to that, I have actually been saving money for the past 5 years now, me and the wife together, and we put about $40,000 in our savings so we could actually get this venture going. When I was at Continental Express, my goal was to actually work there for a year and then get to that marker. But I'd actually reached the 40 grand before a whole year was. I got about 8 months in and we got to where our goal was. So I started searching for trucks, and it was probably about a good 3 months before I actually found the truck. Before I found a truck, you know, I actually was about to finance a truck before I found this one. This one I found on Facebook Marketplace. It's a 06 Freightliner Century. It's got the 12.7 Series 60 diesel in it. It has 1.3 million miles on it, and the motor is absolutely clean. I actually the truck was 16 grand, and you should honestly pull an oil sample before you buy the truck. But with the way trucks were moving in the market lately, I test drove it. I looked at the oil. I did every search that I could on this truck before I actually bought it. Went home for the weekend, thought about it. The guy said he'd actually hold it, and I did my research on the Series 60 diesel motors and this truck. This truck is actually a very inexpensive truck to maintain as far as parts and maintenance goes. So I decided to buy it off the guy. He had it DOT inspected for me from the shop that was at the company he was leased to, and he was going to change the oil on it, but I told him no, don't do that just yet. I was like, I'll take care of the oil change, because I wanted to sample the oil myself, because I called around to see how much an end frame would cost on this motor, and it actually was very inexpensive. There's a shop fairly close to my house that works on diesel trucks, and you can get an end frame on this motor anywhere between 10 and 15,000. So with what he wanted for the truck, if it needed an end frame, so what? It would have been what it would have been, you know. It'd have been another 15 grand. But I ran an oil sample on the truck after I did a couple loads with it, and the oil sample came back immaculate. There was no wear metals in it. The only thing it showed high on, and I forgot what it actually is that shows it, but it was a reading that shows additives in the oil. So that just means the guy added stuff in there that was to help protect the motor. The only thing was it was the viscosity was low. So the viscosity was low, and there was no fuel found in the oil. So what I did is after I got that back, I had the oil changed and I put motor coat in it. That was recommended to me by my cousin, who's also been an owner operator for probably most of his life. And yeah, that's pretty much the history on my truck. You know, I paid $16,000 for it. It's been running strong. I've had to replace that turbo actuator, done an oil change on it, changed a blend door actuator. I had the shop that I put it in to just look at it and do the oil change and stuff. I'm gonna be doing my own oil changes eventually. I just ain't got the equipment to do it yet. But the shop that I put it into, they did a U-joint for me as well. So yeah, it's been a great running truck. I couldn't be happier with it. I'm so happy. I don't owe a dime on this truck. The wife and I, we own this truck. It belongs to the company. The only thing that we have a payment for is our trailer that we picked up from Schneider for $30,000. So, but yeah, that's the story on the truck. You know, you've also got a couple questions about how I became an owner operator. Well, I will get more into that later. I'm not gonna keep going into everything. I'm gonna do a little bit at a time throughout the videos. But we're gonna sit here and wait for this light to turn green, and we're gonna hop back here in the bunk and watch a little TV and see if we can get this air brake release valve. All right, y'all. We'll see you out there later. So we are done over at Costco, and we're sitting here at the Freightliner, Wolverine Freightliner West Side to be exact, and we just picked up our air brake release valves. Let's go ahead and open this up to see what we got here. Yeah, buddy, look at that. So this is, pull it out the back here. So unveiling here of parts. So this must set right inside. Well, you can get it really see. So there's our valves that we have now, and that's our new valves. So yeah, these don't look too bad to do. Looks like it's airline, 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 airline. And you just push these in, it looks like, or yep, push them down and it releases the airline and screw the new panel in. Can't beat it. Now, the part was $233.77, and I probably could have got it cheaper on the internet, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm going to Kentucky tomorrow and I don't like how this is leaking air like it is. So we're gonna give Cars Nuts a call here and see if we can get picked up early, and if we can, we're gonna head over there and go pick it up. And if we can't, well, unfortunately, we're gonna end up having to do some more deadheading, because I'm just gonna go back home until I have to go make my pickup, because I have to go to my bank and deposit a check that was made out to the company and the brokerage I ran for couldn't make it out to me because apparently they have to make the check out to the name that's attached to the MC number. Which I get it, but I don't have a business account set up yet because I'm still fairly new. I'm using an old checking account that I had from when I was younger that I kind of quit using, so I'd like to go get that taken care of tonight rather than tomorrow. But if I can actually go get this pickup done now, I can go and drop the truck back off where I park it, and then go home, get my tools, run to the bank, then come back to the truck and take care of this air valve. It shouldn't take too long. Just disconnect the lines and pull apart the dash. So ain't much to... It shouldn't take long, but every time I say something like that, it ends up taking longer than it should. So anyways, I'm gonna jump off here and get on down the road. I'm gonna give Cars Nuts a call and see what they say about picking up early, and hopefully they will let me do it. If not, well, we'll see what happens, I guess, right? See y'all out there. Later. What's up, y'all? So, let me give you a little update on the day so far. And I just remembered that my dash cam is still up there running, even though I'm sitting here parked. I called Cars Nuts like I said I was gonna, and unfortunately they weren't gonna have the load done early enough to load me up early. So I was gonna go home, but by the time I got home and got to the bank, took care of that check and got back, I might have been late for my pickup. So I decided to drive over here to this O'Reilly's in Madison Heights, and I was gonna just get some loaner tools and do my air brake valves. But they didn't have the tools that I needed loaned, so I just bought me a little small screwdriver kit, you know, a little ratchet one because I needed these Torx bits, and decided to work on the air valve thing right here in the parking lot. So let me show you what I got going on here. So I got this all taken apart right here. Got the lines disconnected. That's the new one. I got that in already. So it looked like where the green line goes in right here is where it was leaking at. So I'm about to start the truck up and make sure I got no more leaks and put it all back together. And then I'm probably gonna get myself something to eat because I still have, oh, I don't even know what the hell time it is right now. I still have probably about 2 hours before I gotta be over to Cars Nuts to pick up. So just gonna have to find something to do. With that, y'all, I'm gonna get off here and we'll see you over at the pickup. Later. Alright, y'all, so we are at Cars Nuts, and we got a new wiper blade on the driver's side of the windshield because the last new one I bought was a cheapo from Walmart, and I was just buying them because I was trying them out. So it didn't really work. The one on the passenger side is still going good, but I guess it also doesn't help that I kind of bent the one on the driver's side when I was trying to reach the windows with the squeegee. So we're gonna sit here and wait to get loaded. They'll come out to us with the paperwork once they're done. Then we're gonna head on home, park the truck for the night, get our stuff ready for tomorrow, and maybe if we got time, we'll edit this video and get it out there. We'll see. Anyways, y'all, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna watch a little TV. I ain't got it turned on yet, but yeah, I'm gonna see if we got any hot spots. If we don't, then I'll turn mine on. Anyways, we'll see you back at the parking spot. Later, y'all. Well, y'all, that's the end of the day for us today. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll be heading down to Nicholasville, Kentucky. And then we got another load once we get down there. Thursday, 3:30 p.m. we pick up right in Nicholasville, Ohio, or Nicholasville, Kentucky. And that load goes up to Oak Harbor, Ohio. Delivers Friday morning at 7 a.m. And then I don't see a problem with getting a load going back into Michigan from there. It's not too far from Toledo, so there's a few loads on the board right now that I like, but they don't deliver till Monday. I kind of want to find something that goes straight through, picks up that same morning, and delivers that same night there up here somewhere. Hopefully closer to home, but if I get to a receiver and I'm out of time, you know, I hate using the PC, but you can PC back home as long as you're off duty, off your load, completely done. And that should put us out for the rest of the weekend. We got my little nephew's birthday party on Sunday, and who knows, depending on what my clock looks like. I mean, that's probably gonna have still a bunch of hours left on there. I might just drop the trailer and go run a couple local Amazon runs, you know, haul their trailer around for a little bit. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But I'm gonna get my stuff cleaned up here, and I'm gonna throw it all in the car and head on home. So with that, y'all, hope you enjoyed following my journey today. And as you can see, my beginning at Continental was just the beginning. Like I always say, follow the journey, and follow the journey. Well, here we are. I've been following my journey, and I hope y'all been following my journey with me. And the ones who have, I really do appreciate it. So with that, y'all, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, please be courteous to your fellow drivers out there. And I'll see y'all later.